Welcome to a special episode of Wirecast Live. I'm your host, Andrew Haley, and joining me in the studio today is a very special guest. I'm very excited to get to interview him, and we're giving away a ton of free stuff, so it's going to be a great show. Stick around. Welcome back. I'm your host, Andrew Haley, and again, welcome to Wirecast Live. We are here every Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. And this is where we talk about live streaming. We talk about anything to do with video over the internet. We bring on guests, experts, artists, DJs, everybody onto the show, and we bring on their unique perspective on how they're streaming, what they're doing, and we unpack it. So this is a great place to tune in. You can subscribe if you want, hit the like or share button, and I hope to see you back next week. There's all these places you can follow us if you're curious. But in the meantime, what I want to get into is just to let you know a couple announcements. First of all, you'll want to know about this, which is that we are running a grand prize contest, which is going to end at the end of this show. We're giving away one free copy of Wirecast, and we're giving away one free gift certificate to the Party Rock Stuff Store. So you can only get this if you enter now, and you have about 45 minutes, maybe, depending on how long we go with the show. I'll give you like a 10-minute warning before we close the contest. So you got to go to telestream.net/partyrock, and there's easy instructions to follow, and each one you do, you get a point. It enters you to win. There'll be two winners. We'll pick two lucky winners for the show. So I just want to get that out there now in case you want to head over there while you're watching this and do the contest. All right. Next up, real quick, next week, we have a cool show. I'm going to be talking with Vicky Lashenko from the Mompreneur Show, and she knows how to run a one-woman show like nobody's business. She's an expert at it. She does it every week. She does an amazing show, and she's going to teach us how you can do it and how you can do a one-person show all by yourself. So you might not want to miss that, and you can subscribe if you want. There's actually ways to subscribe in the contest, which is another great way. So you can get a point for it, and you can get notified when we interview Vicky here next week on Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. All right, without further ado, I'd like to jump right in and bring on our special guest. This guy, you may have heard of him. He is, if you haven't heard him, you've probably heard his music. He had the #1 song in the world. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing it. He's an artist. He's a producer. He's a DJ. He's done a ton of stuff. He's an amazing tennis player. He's lived a very, very full life, and he's still quite young. So we have to see what he does next. Actually, we can put Coder into his title. So I want to welcome to the show RedFoo.
Hey,
thanks for being here.
Yeah, what's up, party people?
So, guys, RedFoo, I just want to say thanks for being on the show. This is really cool of you to be here. You had to drive a little bit of a way. You're on your way back to Southern California, and you're stopping by our neck of the woods here in Northern California.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Me and the girlfriend Jasmine and the dog Whiskey, we took the camper van and we drove to Portland from Los Angeles to do a hackathon.
A hackathon?
Yeah, with Dev Slopes.
Okay.
And I'm into the coding and all this stuff. And we did that for 2 days, got the Airbnb. And, I know I had the options. I could have gone on the show, via Skype. Mm-hmm. And I could have Skyped in and done all that stuff. And I said, I want to see the studios. I want to see the magic of where, Wirestream was created in the offices, and I wanted to meet you and the staff. And so what did we do? We got here last night, and me and you, we talked for like 2.5 hours.
It was a long time. We were up late.
Just talking about life and philosophies, and we slept in the parking lot.
Not me, by the way.
Oh, no, we didn't sleep together. No, you guys are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And with Whiskey and the dog and Jasmine, and now we're here. I went to the gym and I got a day pass. Took my shower, brushed the teeth, did a little shave, for this interview. And
You cleaned up nice. You cleaned up nice.
Well, thank you. Thank
For
you.
someone who slept in a van last night.
Yeah. I feel like Scooby-Doo. I feel like that. We got the little van and the dog, and but I wanted to be here because I am probably the #1 fan of Wirecast.
Thank you.
And Telestream and the software, and so I wanted to be in the studio to see how you guys are doing it.
Yeah, well, this is it. Welcome, man. You're in the center of the Wirecast world right now.
Yes.
So we appreciate you being here, and I wanted to just say, give a shout out to people who are tuning in. We actually have a contest right now. We're going to be, in addition to the grand prize contest, I didn't mention this, but we're going to be giving away a ton of free stuff throughout the show that's outside of the contest. So why don't we tell them about our first contest? It's really easy.
Okay.
If you are watching right now, all you have to do to win, or to enter to win, is to share this live stream. You can share it on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and just use the hashtag Wirecast Party Rock so we can search it. And we'll pick 5 winners of Party Rock frames. We're just giving away. We have a ton of Party Rock frames to give away.
5.
And you guys hooked us up. We have a bunch of swag here, so we just want to give this stuff away.
Yeah.
And once you win, we'll come back every 5 minutes. We'll announce the winners. So let us know how you do that, and I will, hopefully share it out, and hopefully we'll get some winners in Party Rock frames.
Some winners, baby.
So you switch it around. So you
switch it up.
You guys switch it up.
You switch it up depending on your mood.
Get a couple.
Yeah.
Get a couple. All right. So we'll be back to announce you guys. So share it out if you want to enter to win that. And by the way, make your posts public. It makes it easier for us to find them and search them so we can pick a winner.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So I want to, just for people, again, who may not know what, exactly everything about your life, just real quick, what was your, how did you get started? You come from a pretty serious family, very musical family, Motown Records. We started out in Detroit, Motor City.
Yes.
Moved to L.A.
Yes.
Your dad,
yes,
Barry Gordy.
Barry.
And you have
chairman.
You have a big family, and for people who don't know Motown, Diana Ross and the Supremes, Smokey Robinson,
Jackson 5, Marvin Gaye,
everybody,
Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, the Temptations, the Four Tops.
So were they all running around your living room or something?
Well, they were running.
Or were you running around their studio?
I'm young compared to
back when they were recording
the Motown crew.
Right.
I was born '75, so I was a little kid running around, and I would be at parties at my dad's house in Bel Air, California, and you would see my dad and Smokey Robinson playing chess. Playing backgammon, and my dad getting up, damn it, and
competitive.
Smokey, very competitive. I mean, the most competitive person in the world.
All right.
My dad would be playing tennis with Smokey Robinson and stuff, and I would jump on the court and try to do some stuff, and that's how I got into just almost everything, growing up. And also, my mother was a video editor.
Oh.
So she started the video department in Motown. She directed all the early videos. So I grew up with my mother, and I lived we lived like in a condo building, in an apartment type of building, and she was editing all the time. Rick James, Smokey Robinson videos, Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me.
That's cool.
She directed that video, and so that's how I got real into music, actually from my mom, but it was through my dad because it was all Motown artists and
in the video and tennis and all the other and chess and everything.
Yes.
So it sounds like a really interesting family to grow up in, and lots going on.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so then you embarked on a music career of your own. And you guys kind of conquered the world for a while, and you're about as big as you could get. I mean, what was sort of your path to that point, and then we'll go into what you've been doing since.
Yeah, me and my nephew, Sky Blue, we started hanging out just as, friends. He's around 17, 18, 19, around in there. And we would play basketball together. We would skateboard together. And, I was always, rapping and stuff. And he grew up rapping, and he wanted to get into rapping and stuff. And so we were into comedy and trying to tie in like maybe some punchlines with some raps. And we started streaming live back in the day. They had this one a site, kind of like Hangouts, but I forget, it was before with Flash.
And okay, all right.
Something, and we were doing live stuff and rapping and playing beats, and I was teaching him some stuff, and we were just hanging out, and we figured out, we just started LMFAO, and we had got a hold of this this philosophy called The Secret, which was like,
I know that.
Yeah. It was a DVD.
Another Wirecast streamer, Bob Doyle. He runs The Secret live club. He's one of the teachers.
What?
And he does a live stream with Wirecast about it all the time. So we had him on the show.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's cool.
And that changed our lives because we started to envision exactly what we wanted. And, that's when we wrote the song, Yes, every day I see my dream, every day I see. And we were just really into that. And we just imagined, we were going to be a group and do electro and dress the way we wanted to dress and act the way we wanted to act. And, we started on MySpace. That was the big social network. And, we dreamed of being #1 on MySpace. And it all started kind of from there and doing videos and just having fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it just took off from there. And you were even using video chat, and video back then just to get with the music. So it's it sounds like the marriage of video and music's always been kind of right there for you, even since when you were little with your mom.
Yeah, exactly. It's always been, and music and picture and sound, movies, it's always been like, that's the full complete thing. A song by itself is just the audio, and that's why we started really getting into making videos. And now I think that streaming, being a streamer, I think is going to be the next level. You have a DJ now, and DJs, we just do the music and stuff, and everybody does the music, but it's the DJ that controls the music and the visuals at the same time.
Right.
But then can do a whole live show in their house. That's why I want to see that one woman show, next week.
Vicky's show.
Vicky's show, how to do, because that's what I got into doing.
All by yourself. You could do everything, video, music, and just create the whole entertainment experience.
It's wonderful.
In the moment.
It's wonderful because it's an expression from your brain. You can do all the little crazy things that you want to do. And now with Wirecast, you can express it with, picture and you could pull up your phone and we've done all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
It's incredible.
All right, so we have a few winners, and we will. I just want to read you guys out. So if we got some winners. Some people did it. You shared. So thanks for sharing, you guys. All right, and we picked some winners. So if you are at Perry Monkey TV, you just won a pair of Party Rock frames.
Woo!
You should email partyrockstuff@gmail.com to claim your prize. Just give them your shipping info and say what color frames you want. I think go to the store on your site and you can pick the color you want, right?
Yeah, go to Party Rock Clothing and pick out the frames that you want. Make your request.
They got a lot of different options for you, man.
We got some options, baby.
We got a lot of options. This guy knows colors.
Yeah.
All right. If you are Jorge Alais Rosell from Facebook, Caleb James from Facebook, Alfredo Tigolo from Facebook, or Errol A. Williams on Twitter at Errol A. Williams. You guys just won yourself some Party Rock frames. Congrats. All right, so we're going to make it a little harder now. We're going to step it up. The next prize, the prizes get a little bit crazier, a little bit. You got to do a little bit more each time. So on I got it down here. I'm going to pull it up.
This is exciting.
All right, so the next one, we're going to pick two winners. You could win. You get to choose your prize. So you could win a pair of Party Rock socks.
Yes.
Which you're sporting now.
I'm sporting right now.
Yeah, you could, same ones. He wears his own stuff. You can tell.
I wear my own stuff. I can't. Oh, there it is. I was in the gym today, and they're confused. Is that you?
Is that you? Are you wearing you? Are we wearing you?
And I said, well, I'm going to Telestream. And believe it or not, they flipped out. Like, I was in the shower naked with an old man because it was in the gym. I mean, in the gym. And I felt weird. And I had my socks on because I felt like I had to have something on just to let everybody know.
Okay. I'm not crazy. I wear socks in the shower.
Yeah. I ain't buck naked. I got some socks on. And I said, I'm going up to Telestream. He was like, Telestream? I love Telestream. I love Wirecast. And I was like, wow, you guys are famous here.
Yeah, you know, it's a small town, man. We people generally can know who we are.
Yeah.
So here's the next prize.
Okay.
You can win an autographed copy picture of RedFoo.
Yeah.
So you can pick one. Socks. That's one option, and there's other pairs. You don't necessarily pick just the pair. You again, lots of options, or an autographed photo. In order to win this, you guys need to basically. Hold on, I got the rules right here.
Okay.
We made the rules before. Here we go.
Right, that's right.
All right, here it is. So you may not know, but RedFoo's dad didn't name him RedFoo when he was born.
Nope.
His real name is Stephen Kendall Gordy.
Woo!
So Stephen has the stage name RedFoo. So this is an open answer. There's no wrong answer here. We'll just pick two winners. That our team will pick two people. What would your DJ name or your stage name be if you were on tour with RedFoo?
Ooh.
So answer that. Use the hashtag Wirecast Party Rock so we can search it. Make your post public, and we'll pick winners in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna pick the winners.
We're gonna pick the winner. Well, no, sorry.
Oh.
I would like to, but I got our. You know, it's hard to do the show and talk, and so I was just saying they're gonna pick the winners, and they'll let us know if they're gonna chat it to us right here.
Yes.
And actually, that's a good point though. We can look at people's comments. So I
Right.
want to show you this cool tool. I actually have it open on my desktop.
This is amazing.
This is the new Tyler Live 3 with Wirecast. So what you're looking at is basically a computer outside on our network, and Deborah, we can throw a picture of my desktop up. That'd be great. So this is a tool in Chrome. It's basically a web page, a local web page on our network. Okay. I've got Bryce, my man outside, our technical guy. Yeah. He's running Tyler Live on his laptop.
Wow.
And he just gives me, and all Tyler Live copies, if you just click the remote control button, it'll pop open and it'll say, hey, just send this link on your network to another computer.
Okay.
And then he sent me the link. I opened it, and then here's the tool where I can actually log into Facebook, I can log into YouTube, I can log into Twitter, and I can actually read all the comments that people are sending in, and I can curate a playlist. I just click let me get rid of this real fast here. I can actually so I can just like create a playlist.
Boom. Of comments. Wow.
And now I just I click the plus button to make my playlist. So yeah, baby. Right there.
Yeah.
Telestream.
That's Caleb.
That, right?
I was doing a hackathon with Caleb.
Caleb James, welcome. So
Caleb
yeah.
With a C.
Caleb with a C. All right. So Caleb's in there, and then we are rendering Caleb's titles real fast. So the other machine's rendering them.
Okay.
And we can push them live.
Push them.
And we can push them live on the screen, and there it is.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to push another one here. Hold on.
Push another one right there.
Let's do that.
This is incredible.
So we can actually, with the tool, you can actually curate remotely from another computer and push it off. So we were doing this earlier. Unfortunately, we got a little rush right out of the show, so we didn't hook everything up right now. So I'm hoping we can get this working. But this is basically, it was working great earlier. I was basically pushing comments live. I was curating playlists. I was picking comments from Facebook, YouTube. Now, they're still working on this. One of the issues is that if you switch to another social platform, like you go to Twitter, you got to reload the tweets.
Right.
So if we go like hashtag Party Rock stuff.
Okay. Let's see. And we can pipe that in.
Oh, so Wirecast Party Rock, yep.
Wirecast Party Rock. This
Let's
is what I was
add
trying
that.
to build when I was.
Yeah, and we get comments.
Yeah.
No comments. You guys, maybe we're not hooked up. It's telling me no comments to display.
Wirecast with a T.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
See?
Good catch. It's all the programming, right? You've got one minor keystroke. All right, there we go. So we got comments from hashtag Party Rock stuff. We can get more comments.
Woodwalker.
And we can add them to the playlist. And they can render in, and then we can push those live. Or I can actually do a loop. I can actually select all. So deselect all, select all. And I can loop every 5 seconds and just keep it looping.
Ooh,
so there you go. Promo. That one was on.
And this is all with the Wirecast 8.
Yep. And Tyler Live. I'm doing remote.
Tyler Live.
Yeah.
I need to get into this.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's something you should start testing for sure. And they just built this, so they're still taking feedback. If you find things you're like, this is working, I want you guys to change this. You know, they're totally open to that. They're still, but it's pretty amazing what they've done so far, just for the ability to just manage live scrolling comments.
And are you guys doing a tutorial on this on YouTube or on Facebook, just on how to pipe this in? I mean, how to get this in?
Yeah. So that actually made me realize that because again we launched like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
These features were packed in like the week. Some of them were still adding some of the platforms and stuff. So I didn't want to shoot videos till I felt like it was like ready to shoot the video.
Right.
And so I'm going to be coming out with videos on stuff like this in the next coming weeks and months.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so it'll be cool tutorials on that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about your live streaming experience. How long have you been using Wirecast?
I think I've been using it since Wirecast 5.
Wirecast 5.
Yeah, way back in the day.
It's almost as long as I've been using it.
Yeah, and I would have the Logitech webcams. I think, I don't know, the C90 or something, whatever it is.
Yep. C920, C910, C930.
Yeah, went to Best Buy.
There's a good one right here. Yeah.
There it is. There it is. And just started experimenting with it, doing. I think we had an audition for one of the shows. And we used a couple different cameras, and then I think we recorded the audition. And we didn't even stream it. It was just to record it internally, all the different shots. And we did a couple of that stuff. And I was just amazed that you could really do some funny stuff. And it can look real. Like, I was just like, I want to broadcast like the pros, like the tennis matches that you see when they're cutting to different cameras.
Right.
And Wirecast was all of that. And I started learning it there, and then I had to go on the road and do some stuff. Then I got another place, the Party Rock Mansion, and we started doing a show on Camcord, and we would do like a weekly show, and it was like a party, and I got into the green screen, and I got into all that stuff, and that's when I really honed in on the Wirecast and the desktop presenter, and we were putting the phone on the screen, going through the Tinder, which led me to meet my girlfriend now. So if I wasn't getting into the Tinder and then the Bumble, and we would go into Snapchat, and I would say, send a funny snap, and
right.
and it was amazing. I was just like, how is this possible to just do all this stuff and stream it? And we got into Twitch stuff and got an account on there.
So the Party Rock Mansion show, was it just music? It sounds like way more than just music. You were doing all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
interactive.
no, it was just like a talk show, like kind of like this, like live, like RedFoo Live. And we would have music playing. Sometimes before a show, we would just play the new album and stream it live, just like right there from the iTunes. Desktop presenter of the iTunes, piping in the audio through Loopback and Soundflower and things like that. And we would just run it, and we had a countdowner. So we would get the countdown, flash object from the web, desktop presenter, crop it up, put it there, and we'd be like, the show starting in 2 hours. While you wait, listen to the Party Rock Mansion album, and it would stream like a radio station.
That's cool.
And it was amazing. But we didn't have this. We didn't have the comments.
Yeah.
Going in
live and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you can still do this through screen capture tools and stuff. But as these tools are beginning to develop, and this is really one of the first ones that I've seen that's tying it into 3D graphics, renderers, and things like that, that you could again manage from yourself or have a second person manage. Like, it's getting more and more possible. It's amazing.
Everything is possible. I mean, you guys are ahead of your time, and I feel like, being the streamer, I keep saying it, is going to be the next big, huge thing. It's the DJ plus audio plus, you're writing your stories. I mean, you could do, sports recaps or whatever you want live and look like you have a team of 50 people.
Yeah.
And you could just switch all the stuff and hit the buttons and map the stuff. And I use it, but I'm going to use it more.
Right.
I'm using this more, baby.
Right. So I want to talk to you more about actually the DJ, the streamer, and I want to get all into that in a second. But we have some winners we got to announce first. So here we go. The winner, his stage name, if he was on tour with you, would be DJ Woodwalker.
Yes.
Joe Wood from Facebook.
Joe Wood, Woodwalker.
All right. Next up, DJ Greenbow from Chris Widner on Twitter at Zunier.
Greenbow or Bow?
Sounds like Bow.
Yeah, Greenbow.
That's a good question.
Is it B-O-W? That's
Bow. Yeah, you're going to have to let us know phonetically how you want to say that, because it could go either way.
Opening up, first up is DJ Greenbow. You know,
It's Bo.
It's Bo. Bo. You know, that happens. Too,
I bet it does.
No, I have to do that. You know, no. It's red food, not red food. The red food coming up. I was like, what the hell?
All right, so thanks for entering, guys. Thanks for playing. You guys get to pick whether you want the socks or the autograph photo, and you just need to email partyrockstuff@gmail with your choice and just confirm it's you. All right.
That's right, baby.
All right, so next contest. This one, again, we're ratcheting up the difficulty. So this one, the challenge is we haven't shipped out the Party Rock frames. So we have the Party Rock frames in the studio at the warehouse. They're still in here. So what I want to say is that you got to make your own right now. So you have to challenge here. If you want to win the the pre-grand prize, which is a Party Rock hoodie, you want to win this guy. We're gonna make it hard for you. You got to take a selfie with your own Party Rock goggles. So I'm challenging you guys to take a selfie.
How does that?
With your see, that's why you got to make them. That's why you had to.
Yeah. Now, what if they take any glasses that they own and pop out the lenses?
There you go.
That could be another version.
You know, we will be open to creative, creative solutions.
That's
so
right.
there's no, again, you got some wiggle room.
That's right.
And you're gonna again have to post a picture, and you're gonna have to tag it with the hashtag so we can find it. So.
And I will now. When are we gonna tell the winners of this? Because maybe we should give them more time to be creative.
I agree.
This is not a rush thing. So
no,
you have
don't rush it
until right before the
3
end
o'clock.
of the show. Yeah.
So yeah, we will probably maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
20 minutes.
All right.
So get creative.
20 minutes.
That's important.
That's a good point.
You could take some pipe cleaners and do it with that.
Make your own.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and so points for creativity, points for a challenge, because how do you take a selfie? I guess you could have someone else take it. That's gonna be tricky.
I don't know
what's going on there. You got to go upside down. You gotta start with them in front.
Okay.
And you gotta reverse them.
Oh man, is this yoga?
There you go. You're getting there. You're getting there.
This is horrible. I mean,
it's hard.
This is like. This is uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is uncomfortable.
This is an uncomfortable position.
It's hard to party in that position.
But I know I could have done this more often.
You could have. Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
All right. So, and by the way, grand prize is still open. So if you still want to win free copy of Wirecast or that free gift certificate to the Party Rock Stuff store, you can go over to telestream.net/Party Rock and enter there. And so you've got to probably, again, till the end of the show. We're going to wrap up around 3:30 or so. So, you have a little time, but I'll give a 10-minute warning when it's like your last 10 minutes. So we're getting down there.
I like that.
Okay. So, you mentioned that you think the next sort of emphasis for artists, for creators, for musicians is to take ownership of their stuff.
Yes.
And be their own one-man production crews in a sense, or one woman or one person.
Yeah.
What are you envisioning? Like, what are the platforms you see that happening on? Because, I mean, YouTube's got sort of music copy protection and kind of flag stuff like that. Like, what did you do, and what are you kind of looking into as you build that out? And if you were you, but watching this and not having done, knowing, just getting started, like, what would you tell you to do? So if someone's watching right now, what would you tell them? Like, hey, this is how you get started. I'm gonna create. You want to create one shoe? For streaming, being a one-man show. What would what's the route you would suggest? What's your advice?
I would, first go and study it a little bit, like on YouTube. Find some Wirecast streamers. Watch their shows. See anything that you like on YouTube. Even with edits and all that stuff, it can be done live. Or maybe, just find your inspiration and kind of model after that, and then I would say go and I don't know, get the Wirecast trial, play around with it, learn as much as you can on it. I mean, I'm sure on YouTube there is 100% free tutorials on how to use the stuff, you know, and just play around with it and try to tell a story or have a thing. Like, I'm going to go live, I'm going to play some music, and I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to cut to different camera angles, you know, because you can use your phone as a camera source. You can use your built-in camera. And just start playing with it. If you go on Twitch and you like video games and you like people that play video games and they talk over it and they play music, you know, start just imitating what you like, you know, and start doing that. And that's how you'll learn, and you'll get those ideas. And then the next time you do it, you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and you know, take a video, you know, off your phone and be like, this is how I'm gonna start the show, and use that clip to start your show, and then go live.
Yeah, so build, like brick by brick.
Brick by brick, and just take the passion that you have and imagine yourself, you know, being great at it, having fun with it, and don't let any doubt creep in. You know, just say, hey, I'm gonna learn how to do it. I want to do it, and
envision that success.
Envision that success, and then just start doing it.
That's cool.
Start playing around, have fun, and you know, do it as fast as you want to do it. You know, you could be an hour a day. That's another thing to build a skill. I would say at least an hour a day.
That's a good advice.
At least that, but you know,
you got to be doing it.
You got to be doing it.
Yeah.
Just like anything.
Yeah.
You know,
You
writing a song, you gotta start writing songs, or you know. But this is, and go to, you know, YouTube or go to Facebook Live, and start broadcasting. And I think you guys, I think you guys would, you know, find the success in just playing and having fun and
no, it makes a lot of sense. I think that it's really about, if it's not fun, don't do it. Right. If you're not having fun, it's not worth it. Your time, it's not worth your passion. Find something you enjoy doing. But if you enjoy doing it, don't get scared. Right. Get started, try the trial, add a camera. The phone clip idea is great. You've just added a pre-recorded clip, which you can take, practice over and over and over again. Like, pumps you up, gets ready for the show, and then you can practice. So that's really, really good advice. Okay, so I'm going to, so Bryce tells me we can throw on the comments again, because I all actually I needed to do really was refresh this browser tool, which makes sense. It's a page. I just didn't realize that. All right, so what I'm going to do is try to push a couple of your comments from Facebook, and then I'll maybe tour through the YouTube and Facebook comments as well. So we got the tag here, and I'm going to click, and you can see up on the monitor up there, so that's our thing. We're going to push RedFoo, you're the best, and there it is. RedFoo, you're the best.
I like that comment.
And so everybody could see this, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
Dalu Lau.
Jorge, one of our winners, wants to know, are you going to have new music soon?
Yeah, that's Jorge. That's my homeboy, actually. And Jorge, George, I don't know. It's probably both. But he's always asking about new music because he's a young musician himself. You know, I was just listening to that funk song and the other night. I still have to finish it. But I can tell you this, that, you know, I've been learning how to code. And I've been coding a lot. So, you know, 2, 3, 4 years ago, I would sit down every day and I was making music and I was learning how to make music. Even though you guys knew me as RedFoo, LMFAO, every time I make a song, I'm always trying out a new sound or a new thing. And I've done that for so long, for 8, 9 years, and I've always wanted to code and make apps and actually even code little music stuff. And so I've just been consumed with, you know, 5, 6 hours a day. I'm coding in Swift. You know, I've been taking the DevSlopes tutorials. I think learning through tutorials is amazing. And with coding, I'm over at DevSlopes. I'm sitting there for hours, you know, doing their tutorials, learning how to code, and it is phenomenal. It's given me all these feelings that I mean, I love it. When I figure something out, when I learn something new, and I'm working on an app right now, and it's just consuming my life. And so I'm writing down my music ideas in a journal, and I'm having, you know, some funny one-liners, and I'm keeping them in the journal, which is what I normally do. because I just don't make music every day, unless
right.
there's a project like, oh, I got to finish the album, or unless I got a show coming up, then I might make a remix and stuff. But right now, my goal is to learn how to code and make this app. And so I've given myself the time to pursue that passion and to do that. So I don't know when the next time I'm going to release something.
Okay.
I might, you know.
It'll be an app probably before you'll release an app before you release
with
the
my
songs.
on
Yeah.
And I might do that. I might release just an app, you know, a Facebook login to hear my latest song.
Right.
Just to test the fact that I can program a Facebook login and an app. You know, and it'll probably speak to you.
Right.
It'll probably be like, yo, what's up, George? I know you've been asking about my song. Here's a new song. Give me some comments.
Right.
And it might just be to a few of, you know, the Instagram followers. Or the We Are the Party Rockers on Facebook. You know, really intimate stuff.
Right.
Before I put it on Spotify, before I put it on that, I might just, you know, send something to a subscriber or a follower.
Like a beta test.
Yeah, beta test. And you know, so or I might just Wirecast something live, a live session. I might, who knows? You know, I might just be working on something, have an idea, and I might just invite, you know, some of the Instagrammers or Facebookers and say, look, you know, I'm doing a live session on Wirecast. I'm streaming my Ableton. I'm screen capturing it, and whatever I make, you guys are going to hear it, and I'm going to do the vocals. And that might be, you know, a way that I share my music. It doesn't always have to be through iTunes, Spotify.
Right.
It could just be, you know, sharing the process.
Right.
And that's what's interesting to me. And that's why, once again, I love the Wirecast, because you could share your life, music, pictures, what's on my phone. You could capture everything.
Yeah, I call it like it's a real-time communication tool or a near real-time communication tool. And communication.
Did you make that up?
No.
Real time.
I did. That's what I call it. I don't know if I patent that, but it's like basically the idea that communication is more than just one thing. It's more than just music or audio. It's all senses. It's video. It's visual. We can't quite
get the
stream
smell.
smells. You can't quite do the smell.
And maybe we wouldn't want to do it. You know.
But with haptic gloves, touch will soon be able to, and even like, you know, with Apple, when they're, you know, you can send your heartbeat and they're beginning to communicate, you know, sensations through touch. So
that's what I'm into. And
like you, I texted you earlier today, and you just quickly like voice responded. You were just like,
I'm
yo.
into that.
And I was like, you know, I never really do that.
I
always do the text.
I'm into the voice response.
Yeah.
I do it on the WhatsApp. I do it on the iMessenger.
It saves time. It just makes sense.
It saves time. It saves time.
Yeah.
So
that's very cool. All right. So we still got some time. Yeah. So let's push that one live. All right. So I'm going to let that one, I'm going to add it to the playlist.
Add it to the playlist, baby.
All right. And then we're going to let it render.
Okay.
Okay. And now we have a couple other ones. And I've added some we got them from Facebook. We got them from YouTube.
What?
We got a bunch of them.
You can aggregate?
I'm aggregating. So look, it tells you the platform here. I've got Facebook comments. I've got Twitter. I've got YouTube. And I can push them live at any time. So let's push this.
I need this.
Let's push this this question live. Here we go. This one's from Scott.
This is from Scott, baby.
We're pushing it live. Scott, the question is: does RedFoo do video interviews in his show using Skype, Zoom, or something else, or something similar? If so, which?
Okay. Well, one thing that we did during the show was we captured my phone. So you plug in the phone. You know, to the Mac. We're doing the Mac platform. I'm sure you could do it with Windows somehow. And Wirecast would capture the phone as a input or a channel.
And you're primarily a Mac user.
I'm a Mac user. You know, Windows, if I need to do something real special that only Windows does, I do have a Windows gaming laptop for that. But I'm primarily on the Mac, and we would put the phone in, and once the phone's in, then I remember FaceTiming people through the phone as I was on my phone, as long as it's plugged in. And so I use that to kind of display someone on the screen. Okay. And I've also used Skype. I find that Skype's quality is incredible, the video quality. And what you do is you'll put the Skype maybe on another computer, and then you'll desktop, you know, present that Skype into Wirecast using Desktop Presenter. Or you can have it on the same computer, you could have it on the screen at a lower resolution. But I find that the higher the resolution,
right,
when you capture it, it goes in. But
sure.
Skype is amazing. And also, the person on Skype, and I don't know, you used to be able to do this, or on FaceTime, you can use a virtual camera, and you can use Wirecast as the virtual camera
to like return back.
So
you
what?
can do a Hangouts call and still be doing Wirecast production.
Exactly. And so what they're seeing is your Wirecast production screen, and that's incredible.
Then they can see anything.
They can see
not just your webcam, which is awesome. And then now with Wirecast 8, you've got Rendezvous coming up, which is amazing. It's a based on WebRTC, and it's designed to be easier to use than Skype or screen capturing video conferencing software.
Yeah.
So now video conferencing software we're not going to try to beat them at their own game. They are video conferencing software. They're managed services, but for quick one-to-one connections or bringing in multiple guests, or actually it's primarily designed for remote. But and it works with our Wirecast Go app. It works with a bunch of different. It works with Chrome, works with Firefox. You just send them a link. They click it using WebRTC, magic. It can connect them, and as long as your internet's good and your guest internet's good, like it's amazing. You come right into Wirecast as a source.
Yeah,
so
I think the Wirecast Go app is a good place to start as well.
Yeah,
too. You get the app, learn that, and then start broadcasting right to Facebook Live.
It lets you switch shots and stuff.
Yeah, you could switch shots. You could pull up some pictures of all your friends, and you could say, okay, this is my friend today, or pull up memes and comment on them, and cut back to the meme, cut back to your camera. So the Wirecast Go is
That's
phenomenal.
a great point. You know your stuff. So let's push another comment here. Like I was gonna say, cheers.
Oh, cheers.
You got a coffee?
I need a refill.
You got water. That's all we got. I don't know if we could get you a refill at the moment. All right. So a couple other ones here. So some people were asking, what was the hashtag again? And the hashtag to enter the contest or to tweet out or join the conversation is Wirecast Party Rock, which I'm putting on the screen now. And thank you, Joel, for hashtagging that. All right. And then we got a question from Rennie.
Yes.
RedFoo, when are you coming to Latin America?
Woo! Maybe for New Year's, we might do a party we did one in Cabo San Lucas.
I'm digging this.
For New Year's. No, wait, where were we in New Year's? We might be going somewhere in Mexico New Year's. But we haven't confirmed that. So that, and also I'm playing some tennis. And
I was going to ask you about that.
There's some tournaments. There's some futures out in Mexico City or somewhere, and I might go out there and just take a trip. Take a week off and go
play some tennis, go do some stuff. See, that's pretty cool.
Baby.
So that's so. Stay tuned. You'll be posting that on your website or on your social channels. All right. So we actually have some winners.
Wow.
At the Creative Wirecast. So this looks like
a Photoshop.
This looks a Photoshop job here.
But I like it.
It was clever. He used a photo editing. He grabbed pictures of the frames. He threw it on. This is Charles Patterson.
He wrote his own RedFoo.
He did.
And he put Wirecast on there.
And he did. Look at that, Charles. Nice work there, man. That's using your webcam and using your head. All right.
And that's something that even in Wirecast, he could do that.
Yeah.
And that's what I was talking about. He could have pulled the frames in live and work with them and
put them on your safe digitally live.
Yeah.
You used to do that.
Yeah, we used to do that. We used to do a live Thug Life. A couple of the streams, I did a live Thug Life where with Wirecast, you could pause the screen, turn it black and white. With an iPad Pro, we would drag the glasses onto the screen live because the iPad Pro was live on the main live window, and we put
it's just a layer on top.
A layer, and we made it a green screen.
You chroma keyed out everything but the glasses.
Yeah, and we would drag it on, and we would play some gangster rap. I think it was like bum dum 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 dum, and it would be like I'd be like, what? I'ma kick yo booty, and then I'd be like, and then it'd be like Thug Life, whatever.
That's awesome.
But that was amazing.
I gotta find a clip of that.
Yeah.
So this is good work. So Charles, nice work. You just won either the you basically, let's see. So these would be our winners for the socks, right? So yeah. So hold on, I just want to check my own rules here.
Glasses?
Yeah. No, sorry, no. This is
he's
a hoodie
making
winner.
the glasses.
This is a hoodie winner.
This is the hoodie winner?
Hoodie winner.
Woo!
You won your hoodie.
Wee!
So go to the store, pick out your color, man, and then
Yeah.
I think our social team just picked another one here.
Okay, well, let's look at that.
I think maybe they were giving us two winners. So hold on, let me open my team's app. Okay, there we go. I need to close that.
Bam.
All right, and then we also have Tom. Oh, he did the pipe cleaners.
He did the pipe cleaners. Come on. You know what? We can do another hoodie. We got to do 2 hoodies.
All right, 2 hoodies.
We can figure it out, but if we don't have it here, we'll send it from the warehouse.
Right.
This is now. Just understand that we're talking.
Yep.
Okay, and we have cameras recording us,
Yep.
which they can see us. But
Right.
now with Wirecast, it's recording the screen, so people are sending us content.
Right.
We're letting the audience see what people are sending us.
Pulling into the screen, talking about it.
Yeah, and if we wanted to, we could play some music in the background real low, if we wanted to. But people like to hear our sexy voices, so we keep it at that. But this is what I'm talking about, and this is just all from Wirecast.
Yeah.
And we have our friends up there doing the switching. This is the future.
Yeah.
We are like CNN right now. I mean,
it's true. You wouldn't be able to do this without a crew of like 50 people and like a satellite truck and a massive budget and millions. This stuff was not possible 20 years ago. At this level at all. It wasn't even possible 10 years ago. I mean, if you want to do it like 10 years ago, it would have been really tough.
Okay, I got a technical question for the people that want to know. If I get all the software, what is the minimum requirements for the bandwidth, the Wi-Fi? What do you need as far as download speed or upload speed to successfully stream in a decent quality to YouTube or Facebook Live or Twitch?
That's a good question.
Yes.
So, Facebook at the moment basically says, just send us 4 megabits per second. If you can get your stream 4 megabits per second, that's pretty much the best we'll distribute it at.
Okay.
So that's a good 720p HD stream.
Okay.
Right? YouTube's much higher. They do 1080. They can do 4K even, I believe. They can do 60 frames a second. So you can kind of choose how high you want to do. But you send them a 4 megabit stream, like that's great. This is going out at 4, I think, right now.
Wow.
So because we want to be on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, so we kind of pick the middle one and just send out the 4, and then we record in 1080. But we usually use that for editing and stuff like that. We rarely stream in 1080.
Yeah.
So I would say 4 megabits per second out, which means if you want to comfortably do that with a lot of other stuff going on your network, like let's say you want to bring in other photos, other streams, play YouTube videos, you have a lot more traffic, you probably want a 10 up, 10 down. That's going to do most of get most of your needs taken care of.
Yeah.
Now, if you got to go greater than that, and that's fine, but 10 up, 10 down, and you're going to be happy.
And how do you know your speed? I use speedtest.net, and that will tell you what your download speed is, what your upload speed is, and if it's too low, you might want to just call your local internet provider and say, what's the package where I can get at least 10 up, 10 down?
Yeah, how much is it?
How much is it?
And you can get away with less. That you don't have to have that. I'm just saying that like that's comfortable.
Sometimes you could use your LTE.
Yeah.
If unlimited LTE on the phone, I would go to sometimes into a Starbucks and just put the laptop
there you
and
go.
just stream right there with the headphones.
Yeah.
And be like, what's up, baby?
It worked pretty well.
Absolutely.
Nice.
As long as the internet's there. I mean, last year, every show last year on our summer run was streamed. If you go to redfoo.tv, you could see all the shows that we did Wirecast with, we had a camera that was roaming using a bolt, piping that into the computer.
And by bolt, you mean bolt is a wireless encoder that's basically made to make your cameras, your nice cameras, wireless. Is made by Teradek.
Made by Teradek, and it's the stuff that they might use at a sporting event. I mean, you see a lot of Teradek bolts on there. We had the range of like 300 feet, that one, and we would go to the computer on that camera, and then we would have a steady camera over a LAN network, because a LAN you could do like 100-foot cable,
right?
And set up like a security. We had a security camera that was 1080p, broadcasting just a main shot, and then we had the roaming camera, and we had Eris would do it like kind of like ScreenFlow, where there was a capture window, and he was chatting, and he was moderating the live show, and he was doing the switching.
Perfect.
And it was with Wirecast, we could delay the audio if some of the cameras were, in different syncs. We could delay the video, and it was phenomenal. I mean, we had 240,000 viewers on a Facebook Live, and it's still on, Facebook if you go search through my RedFoo channel. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
There was only 10,000 people at the show, but around the world, they were able to see it and be entertained. It wasn't just off the phone on a Instagram Live, one shot, where it's like this. It looked like we had a crew of 10 people with cameras, and it was just one dude, two cameras. Amazing.
That's awesome. So, I mean, you're totally right about that, and I actually we'll come back to that right after we announce that this is your 10-minute warning.
10 minutes.
10-minute warning for the grand prize. So if you want to still enter, you still want to win a free copy of Wirecast, or you still want to win and then we're going to pick two winners, the free gift certificate to the Party Rock store, you need to go over to www.telestream.net/partyrock. And you can enter to win there. So here it is. We'll throw it up on the screen real fast. So 10-minute warning, picking the grand prize. We're ending the contest. That's all you got. All right. Yes. So if you are a winner, by the way.
Yes.
Let's push that live.
But it has to say .com.
Oh, .com. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So let's do that. I think we just want to reiterate, if you did win, so Alex, Charles, the rest of you guys who won, email partyrockstuff@gmail.com. partyrockstuff@gmail.com.
So if I tweet this, will let's I want to go on Twitter.
Okay.
And I want to say where to the email.
Right.
And so I go into my
So you want to pull it up here?
Dead?
You want to pull it up here?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So just hashtag it's easy so I can search it. Or I can do an @.
Okay, so I make a tweet right now.
You're just at RedFoo?
Yeah, I'm at RedFoo, but I'm going to hashtag Wirecast Party Rock.
Okay.
Is that's the hashtag?
Yeah,
right?
hashtag Wirecast Party Rock.
Wirecast Party Rock. And I'm going to say email contest. What is the Party Rock Stuff email for? So I can just give it.
It is partyrockstuff@gmail.com.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just Party Rock Stuff
at
gmail.com. Party Rock Stuff.
Looks good to me.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say email to win.
Yep. Winners email. Yeah.
Winners email to get the. Winners email here.
Yeah, and I'll push this comment on screen. We're gonna pull it up here. We're gonna test this.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. The test. I'm tweeting hashtag. I'm tweeting it. So this is real stuff. Tweet. Boom. Let's see how fast.
All right. Let's get comments.
Get comments.
Refresh.
Okay, so it's
hashtag
coming in.
Hashtag Wirecast Party Rock.
Did it? Let's make sure. How do I see my profile? You know what?
Did you make it public?
Oh, here it is.
Is it searchable? Is it public?
Winner email. Right. Here. I push here with the HEAR.
Okay.
Like here, because that's why I'm a poet. You see how I did that?
Right. I got that.
A lot of people can say, oh, you misspelled it. No.
Right.
That's art.
All right. Maybe I need to be following you from my Twitter account.
But I did the hashtag.
Yeah, I know. So I should be able to pull that up. Let me see here. @RedFoo. Exclude from search. I want to make sure I'm on the Twitter.
Yeah.
All right. We're not going to just do all this here.
And Wirecast Party Rock was the right.
Yeah. Hashtag Wirecast.
Okay.
Party Rock.
This is the thing I love about tech is that, sometimes you got to break it to make it.
Boom. There it is.
There it is. Now we can pull that in.
Pull that in.
Okay. Let it render.
So we're letting it render.
Boom.
And there it is. It's green now. We'll push it live. Boom.
Boom. There
Should
it
be
is.
there in just a second. Boom. Here it comes.
There it is.
That's your tweet.
That's me.
Yeah. RedFoo said, go there.
That's like what you see when you're watching tennis,
Yeah.
and you see the tweets going by.
Yep.
Now you could set up a thing where that can scroll, that could
You
fade
could
in.
design all your own titles that way, and I haven't gotten that deep into it yet. So this is just the template that they sent. It's awesome.
So I do a show and I give a hashtag and I say, anybody on Twitter, tell us what you think about what we're talking about, and then I can moderate it right there,
or have Eris moderate it or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is
And he could push it to your Wirecast computer or whatever. You could even have this app. I haven't asked them, but I asked them to start testing it on phones.
Yeah.
So you could have the app. It's a web app. So you could pull
HTML5,
up the browser. Yeah.
It should work.
Yeah. As long as it's HTML5 code, they pull it up on Safari or Chrome or something, and they on your phone, and you could tap the messages if you have enough screen real estate. But yeah.
I just want to say this. A lot of people might be looking at this and say, "Oh, RedFoo, he's so excited. It's just because he's on camera." I am genuinely really excited about what just happened. Like, I tweeted something, and then it ended up on this show.
Yeah.
Like, I love this stuff.
It's cool.
Like, this is what I'm talking about, and why. This is why I came here, because I wouldn't. If I just Skyped in, it would have been nice if I was really busy. But I drove here. 9 hours.
It was a long time.
To be here in this moment, and I'm here, and this is why I did it, because I knew had a feeling it was going to be this great. This is incredible to me. And I just want to say thank you to everybody watching. It's not over yet, but
it's not over yet.
I still want to take this time out to say I love everybody that's watching. I love you people. I love the fans. I love the creatives. Let's use this technology to create and to communicate to the world our humor, our music, our thoughts, everything. This is the tool. I'm telling you, I've tried them all. But this tool is the best one. Wirecast is the best streaming tool.
Well, we appreciate that, man. Like, we are so excited to have you in the studio, and it's just awesome to do the show with you.
Yeah.
I don't usually get to sit next to my guests. I don't usually get to sit here and geek out on stuff. And so it's really awesome. It's our privilege. Like, thank you for being here, man. Thank you.
Incredible. But it's not over, though.
It's not over.
This feels like it's
not over.
The
It feels like
ending,
it's over.
but I'm just ready
All
to
right,
keep
so there's
going.
more. So what I want to do here is coding, because you did mention, this is a good segue. You mentioned how into this tech you are. It's clear you know your stuff.
Yeah.
You have tried it all. You've and part of being I think just a creative person and an artist and a coder and all of that, and a competitive person, somebody who wants to figure out the answer.
Yes.
You take all that and you apply it to whatever you're interested in.
Exactly.
So, and in this case, coding is that. It helps you solve problems. It helps you come up with solutions and create new things that have never existed before.
Yeah.
And take existing pieces and make something new.
Yeah.
So tell me what got you into this. Why and how, when did you start?
Ever since I was a kid, I had a fascination with computers, especially video games. I was that kid that would play that car game, and I would play it so much because my dad had the arcade games at his house. I'd go over to the house, I'd spend the summer with my dad, and I felt like I was in the machine. Like, I knew the car was going to try to cut me off at the same spot. Like, I was into the machine, the coding, and then that's when my dad had DOS. He had computers, and a friend was a programmer, taught me how to do DOS. Then my mom bought me a Apple IIc back in the day, and I was starting to write. Before, we used to type on the typewriter.
Right.
Guys, there used to be a thing called a typewriter where you would type, and if you would make a mistake, you'd have to use whiteout.
Right.
And then let it dry and put the paper back in and set it up and then type over. People don't understand this stuff. And I used a word processor on the Apple IIc to type my report. And then we printed it out with the printer with the little holes on the side where the paper is not
like what they call correlated, or like you have to rip the strip,
perforate it, like
rip it off.
And I made this and my dad was really into computers, and he was writing his book, and I saw the power of, like, he had the Excel spreadsheet and stuff, and I just started getting into it. As a user, not as a programmer, but just as a user, and fascinated with it. Always said I want to learn this stuff, but always thought it was too hard. Honestly, I was like, oh, that's coding, that's rocket scientists and all that stuff. And then strangely enough, there was all these tutorials, but there was a guy by the name of Mark Price who was doing a Kickstarter. He was creating this company called DevSlopes, which is an online school, and he was funny, and he was cool, and he was saying jokes, and I said, man, that's like me, And he said, do this course. We're going to teach you how to build an app. It's only going to take, 5 hours and blah, blah. And so I got the course, and I did it, and I got it. And I said, I get this stuff.
Was that earlier this year? Last year?
No,
When was
no.
this?
This was wow. This was about, I think it was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
When I really, I've been doing HTML5, doing CSS with the MySpace. You could, doing all that stuff. But this was an iPhone. This was an app. This was, putting buttons on screen. You push the button, things happen. Which, Flash, we used to do that. You put a button.
That's
and things
true.
would happen.
That's right. That's right.
And we did it with HTML. But I'm talking about apps and the app and then Swift. And I loved it. And I said, I need to do this, more. And then I had to go back on tour. And I went on tour and I made a Twitter bot. I got into Node.js.
Okay.
On the terminal. So I'm in the terminal, and on the tour bus, I'm making a Twitter bot that if you tweet at RedFoo, the bot will say, hey, I just noticed you tweeted at RedFoo. And we would use the Twitter API, and it would grab the user's name. It'd be like, hey, Jorge, thanks for following RedFoo. We noticed that you tweeted about this. If you want to hear the album, hashtag Party Rock album. And then they would hashtag that, and then it would be like, in the code, it'd be like, if the hashtag has at RedFoo and has at Party Rock album, then tweet back another thing, and it would tweet back a list of the songs.
Boom, yeah.
And then I just was writing if-then statements, and I was just getting into it. But and then I got into 3D printing, which is basing 3D models.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
it's
I made
awesome,
my own
right?
glasses,
Super fun.
cases, and I was really gonna. I made my own earrings. People that know what those are, but I made my own earrings. Not for me to wear, but then I stopped coding, and then I missed it, and I was playing chess a lot.
Right.
Recently in Spain, and I was playing chess every day, and I said, look, this is the same thing. The algorithms. Chess is all about algorithms in your mind, steps. And I said, I need to be coding because I might be wasting my time just playing a game.
Right.
So for all you gamers out there that just play with, even on DevSlopes or anywhere, but especially on DevSlopes, they have a Unity, how to make games. And I did that course, and I was like, so instead of just playing the games, learn how to create a game, make a game. That's the most powerful thing. Coding is the most powerful language. You can learn French, you can learn Spanish, you can learn Japanese, Chinese, but if you learn coding, you can create anything. Music, you could create apps, you could create websites. Coding is what machines understand, and it's the language to talk to machines, and then you just push a button and bam, you're live.
No, it's true. It's that's a really great point. That, you can take the same energy and thing that drives you to want to play the game or beat the game or solve the game or figure out the puzzles and do the same thing, but do it in the act of creation and like making something. Yeah,
that's what we did with Playgrounds. Playgrounds on the iPad, they make it a game, and to make the character move, you got to type in all these things, and then they're like collect the gems and do the stuff, and so I started doing that as well. And I'm just,
that's
fascinated with it. And I code every day, at least 5 hours a day.
Can you, so 5 hours a day?
Yeah. I mean, laptop.
Does it wear your brain out?
No, it
stimulates you.
It stimulates me.
That's
I'm
cool.
excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you should tweet or just create a little list of some of your favorite little apps and coding tools and courses and stuff, because I think people watching would really want to be like, what, things that you're recommending that you've tried, because you've tried a lot, and things that you like the Playgrounds app and things like that.
Yeah,
that would be a great advice.
And that would be a great, Wirecast thing, is to show a little bit of, how I'm using Playgrounds and what, do a couple Playgrounds live, and then I could go into Swift and build some stuff.
Do some code streams, man. There's
streams.
whole code streaming sites now.
I know.
You can just watch people code live.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I was actually trying to get a couple of those coders to come on the show too. So
I could set it up because DevSlopes is near here and they use ScreenFlow. And that's all they do.
Yeah.
And they do tutorials with ScreenFlow.
Awesome.
When I told them I was coming up here, they almost wanted to come. I said, okay, let me check it out.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay, because all right. And they could, do a whole Wirecast
That'd
thing.
be sweet.
And you guys could have them on the show.
That.
These guys are the masters at streaming live, and they do live streams. While we were doing the hackathon, we did a live stream and just talked about our day. I mean, these guys are using the Telestream stuff.
That's awesome.
And
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. And of course, Telestream, we're big coders here too. We love code. So I can't wait to do that. All right. So a couple things that, as we've been talking, because time gets away. So I want to do a couple things. First, we have grand prize winners to announce.
Woo!
And while we're announcing those grand prize winners, give me a second. I saw a couple of you other guys. I pulled in while you were talking. I pulled in some more comments here. I've been working on our playlist, and I want to actually show you real fast what we can do. Because some of you guys who didn't win tweeted in some awesome names that they would do for their DJ names. They maybe came in a little late or just whatever. But they came with some cool DJ names. So I want to push these live while we're talking. But I'm going to use, through the power of code and the magic of code, I'm going to actually set up a playlist, and I'm just going to tell it to change the tweet and just go on rotate.
Wow.
And I'm just going to say loop selected.
I love it.
Every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to check the tweets I want to go.
That's great.
And then they will just appear on the stream. And so while we're talking, we can put that banner up, Deborah Lee, and those can just rotate through. And if we want to add people. So, there's the RedFoo tweet there that we had. And then we can push these guys, we can loop each one of them through as they go. So Charles was saying his party name would be CWP, and his Mom Fu.
Mom Fu, that's my mom.
Mom Fu said her name would be Mom Fu.
DJ Mom Fu. Yeah.
And Chris Widner said RedFoo's Nerd Foo is strong.
Nerd Foo, baby. That's a shirt.
That is a good one. All right, so we got winners to announce here. So I want to pull these guys in. These, out of everyone who entered, thank you all for playing. We had to pick randomly among you guys who all entered the contest, but our grand prize winners are John Harvard from Jackson, Mississippi, and Arturo Alvarez Jr. from Midland, Texas. Congratulations, you guys. You are the winners. Thank you so much. Yeah. John, you were first place. You win the Wirecast software. So go out there and make streams with it.
Wow.
Go create.
Wow.
Go send your voice across the world.
That's incredible. The software, that's going to change his life.
Yeah. Totally. Reach out to us. We'll reach out to you on how to get your coupon to get your free software. So thanks for playing. And then Arturo, you get hooked up with some awesome swag at the Party Rock store.
Yes.
So they're going to hook you up as well.
And what you do is you got to email partyrockstuff@gmail.com to give us your information so we can send you these prizes and get you with the Wirecast software, man. Congratulations. I wish I could have entered low key down here.
I don't think you're allowed. Sorry, man. Well, I don't think so.
That could be me. That could be me. That could be an alias.
Your Mom Fu was already entering for you, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she needs her own copy.
That's right.
Or maybe she's working on your side to get you more copies. I don't know. I don't know how you guys roll.
She's the editor. She needs to learn this live stuff.
Yeah. So one of the things about live is it takes away from the pain of editing. Right?
That's what I mean. Right? I don't want to shoot some stuff and then you're like, oh, I got to go edit it and it's going to take a couple of days.
Yep.
I don't want to spend my time editing stuff that I feel needs to get out right away.
Yeah, just walk away. Shoot it once and you're done.
I want to have a moment. I want to stream my thoughts, my emotions. Imagine if we had to go back and edit this and then broadcast it tomorrow.
Right.
It's not live.
Right.
People can't. There's no contest. People, this is the future. This is where it's at. Live, baby. Real time. Let's go.
You heard it from him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that we're over time today. It's, we went a little long, but I wanted to say there's a lot to talk about. We didn't even get to the tennis part of things.
That's
fine. So,
that's
but
fine.
I know
do it again. We can do part 2.
We'll do part 2. We'll talk all about tennis. But RedFoo, I just want to say thanks for being here. Thanks for coming on the show. It was such a great pleasure meeting you and talking to you and hosting you. And I wish that we could do this again soon. If it's in person or if it's over Skype, let's do it. And I can't wait to use your app.
Yeah. Oh man, me too. I'm gonna keep everybody posted on everything. Let's Wirecast into the future, people.
All right.
Yeah, baby.
Let's do it. So I want to say thanks to our partners for the show. We got a lot of technology partners that make this possible. Our teleprompter people. We got Blackmagic cameras that we're using, AJ capture cards, Archon mounts, wowzas in the mix,
Woo!
all kinds of stuff. So thank you so much to all of these partners for making the show happen. And tune in next week for the show where we're going to be talking with Vicky Lashenko all about how to do a one-person show, which is something we talked about a lot today as well. RedFoo was big on that, so thank you. And hopefully you can tune in and catch that as well. And if you can't catch it live, of course, you can always watch the on-demand version later. And, of course, you can subscribe or follow us at Telestream Wirecast, or Wirecast Tube. And we will see you next week. This has been another episode of Wirecast Live with RedFoo here in the studio.
Yeah.
Party rock on.
Party rock on, babies.